Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. The young girl that you see in front of you is called Lainey, and as you can see, she's suffered severe injuries to her face as well as her hand, and this is following a pit bull attack. So I'm going to read through. Well, I'm going to give you an overview of what happened, and there's a link in the description. So this incident happened April the 26th in an area called Bono, South Carolina. Essentially, Lainey was with her mother and her 2-year-old brother Wesley, and the mother assisted. Sorry, the mother's name is Bethany Hastings, and the mother assisted her next door neighbor. Her next door neighbor is an elderly woman that suffers dementia, and seemingly the next door neighbor was finding it difficult to get home, essentially. So the mother stepped in as a good neighbor, as a good citizen, as a good Samaritan, to help the next door neighbor get home nice and safely. As the elderly next door neighbor opened the front door to her own home, her dog ran out. Her dog is a pit bull, was a pit bull. The dog has now been euthanized, thankfully. The dog ran out and immediately attacked Wesley, the 2-year-old boy, Lainey's brother. Lainey screamed, at which point the pit bull savaged Lainey. The mother, who's a nurse, again her name is Bethany Hastings, did what she could. She tackled a pit bull and she struggled with the pit bull as it continued to attack Lainey. The pit bull also caused some injuries to the mother, but thankfully not extensive. And thankfully, the mother was able to hold down the dog, to restrain the dog. The mother is a nurse. We can see the mother. Here's terrible pictures of Lainey there. But thankfully, she seems to be coping. She's got a nice smile. And there's Wesley. So I'm not sure if perhaps he's got some scarring there, which is seemingly on its way to healing. And here's the mother. She held the dog down for 15 minutes, and fortuitously, another neighbor just happened to arrive and pulled into the driveway. The neighbor saw what was happening, and they were able to usher the two children into the car. The article doesn't go in, so they were safe. So they were safe, whilst the mother continued to hold down the dog. The article doesn't go into a full description as to what happened at that point. But essentially, the three of them, the mother, Lainey, and young Wesley, were taken to the hospital. The mother and Wesley were released fairly quickly, I believe. Lainey, however, needed to remain in intensive care for 4 days. It's inevitable that Lainey will need multiple surgeries at various stages throughout her life in regards to the horrific attack. And in essence, really, that's the full story. As I say, the dog has been euthanized, which is a good thing. I am a dog lover, but I'm not a fan of pit bulls. I'm not a fan of dangerous dogs. And I'm seeing articles like this, which I feel a little bit guilty about making videos of, because I know so many people love dogs. I love dogs. I grew up with dogs. But the viciousness of these attacks, it's too much to bear. And it does, as far as I can understand, I'm not an expert. I know some people vehemently disagree with what I'm about to say, but these attacks do seem to be concentrated with a handful of different breeds, but mostly pit bulls. And I'm not a fan of them, and I don't see the need for them, frankly. if it were up to me, and if the, I'm not a full researcher, but if I had some experts to talk to and they confirmed, yes, pit bulls do this in the most, and it happens quite a number of times a year across the world. If that is shown to a reasonable level, I personally would just abolish the entire breed. Would be my point of view. I don't see why we need pit bulls. There are how many breeds of dogs? What is the purpose of pit bulls? I mean, if they're being raised by an elderly woman, who's not there beating the dogs, not there trying to encourage them to be vicious, and they can commit this level of savagery against a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and put a mother in the position where she has to risk serious injury, perhaps even death, of herself, and she has to muster crazy amounts of strength to be able to restrain this dog, because she knows if she's not able to do that, if she lets the dog go, she knows the dog's going to run at Wesley or Lainey or both and likely kill them. Imagine if the mother wasn't there, if the mother became incapacitated, what would have happened? So thankfully the mother was there. Thankfully the mother did have this strength, and thankfully the neighbours arrived. Thankfully the mother and Wesley are going to be fine. And we pray that Lainey too is going to be fine. She seems like such a sweet young child, and we know that she's going to get all of the support that she needs. She's got a massively loving mother, but of course she's got a massively loving family that's going to support her always. I'm not aware of a GoFundMe. I would think that a GoFundMe would be appropriate. I would imagine that Lainey's going to need, it's been confirmed essentially that she's going to need multiple surgeries on an ongoing basis. So there's going to be expenses there, and ongoing treatments are going to be expensive. And so I'm not aware of a GoFundMe. If anyone does become aware of one, please put me in the right direction. I'll happily update the description. But I'm going to leave things here. I mean, I guess I could try to make this a talking point. I'm not sure if I really want to do that, but I kind of do. I mean, what is your opinion on pit bulls? What is your opinion on these dog attacks? It isn't just pit bulls. There are other types of dogs. Rottweilers are one, but they're not right up there. I believe they're like, there's a few others which I forget the names of. I think Staffordshire Bull Terrier, Staffy, I think is up there. Am I wrong for singling out pit bulls? Are they a nice breed? Or are they a danger? My view is, having seen these kind of articles, my view is that they're a danger. But what do I know? I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. Again, we pray for young Lainey, but we know she's going to be fine. She's got a fantastic family, and she's going to get all of the support and love that she needs to get through this. So I'm going to thank you guys for your time.